I felt like I was struggling alone in my anxiety disorder. I felt isolated and defeated and like no one understood me. Throughout the past decade, I have found writing through and speaking out about my issues to be extremely healing. Listen Lucy and the acceptance movement are my ways of spreading the message of self-love and less judgment to everyone I can. I want to help people see that they are not alone. We're spreading the acceptance movement to people around America to encourage them to work on accepting and loving themselves and to create a less judgmental world. My very first speaking tour takes us to Washington, D.C., Cleveland, Ohio, and my hometown, Pittsburgh.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome to the acceptance movement.
Washington, D.C. was the obvious choice for the first stop on the acceptance movement speaking tour. Our nation's capital and one of America's greatest cities, home to some of my favorite things: patriotism, the Obamas, massive monuments, and my main man, Abe Lincoln. Because this was the first stop on my speaking tour, I was feeling stressed, anxious, sweaty, and excited, all mixed up into one ball of chaos. Our first group had girls from the sorority Delta Phi Epsilon. We met young women from George Washington University, American University, and Georgetown University.
Are we ready? I think it's something that we all face is struggle. It looks different for each person, but I think a lot of times we try to sweep it under the rug and carry on with our day and not really focus any time on that. The more we internalize it, the harder it is to heal from it, the harder it is to grow from it.
I am very driven and I do want to do everything, but I sometimes overwhelm myself.
It started when I was a freshman in college, so that's why I love speaking to college audiences, because I really connect to the struggles that you all are facing and what it's like to try to endure being on your own for the first time and taking classes and doing extracurriculars and trying to find a job, all while battling something internally. I think acceptance of others is something that is always promoted, as it should be. Acceptance of yourself is way harder to me.
I definitely think that it is so much harder for me on a personal level to accept myself because as someone who struggles with depression, my mind is constantly telling me that I'm ruining everything, that I'm not good enough, that the people who love me really just don't understand who I am. I love my friends, and if I talked like that to my friends, I would be horrified, and I obviously shouldn't talk to myself that way.
I would move mountains for everyone else, but I wouldn't move them for myself.
I would say 90%. 85 to 90%. I'm not a mathematician, but I would say a ton of stories on Listen Lucy, they end positively.
It's been about a year and a half since I was diagnosed with depression, and I am coming a lot farther than I ever thought I would. About a year ago, I had planned to kill myself, and then I didn't, obviously, and so right now, I'm just trying to be the best that I can and take care of myself.
I'm also living with generalized anxiety disorder and panic disorder. This is what people should see. This is the face of what mental illness looks like. This exhausted, beaten down version of the girl on the right. Within 24 hours, this photo had reached 29,000 people.
Acceptance means to me finding worth and finding comfort in your background, in your history, in who you've been, and where you've come from, and the experiences you've gone through, both good and bad.
Love and tolerance and respect and giving each person the space they deserve and the respect they deserve.
Something that I am currently trying to accept about myself is that I am a good person and I do deserve to be happy.
I'm vowing to accept that I cannot do everything all the time and that it is okay to fail.
All it takes is just saying, I accept who I am because of where I've been and because of where I'm going to be.
As part of my presentation, I have audience members write what they think their flaw is on the back of their hand and something they love about themselves on the inside of their hand. For me, both words are anxiety. Yes, it's given me a lot of trouble, but it's also the source of a lot of my strength. I was so impressed by the bravery this first group showed in sharing their stories. The acceptance movement has a real impact on people, and it's so important to understand that we're not alone in our struggles. You're not alone. Next time on the acceptance movement, we visit the Washington Redskins cheerleaders and find ourselves facing some unexpected obstacles.
Sometimes life's hard.